Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching this tutorial from. This is Masha Creatives, the home of creative tech. So on today's video, we are jumping onto another series or another tutorial about how to build a website. And on this tutorial, it is more of how to use Elementor, which is my go-to website builder, basically. So if you are new to this channel, ensure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I know the title made you click on this video, so ensure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also like this video. And let's dive in. So yeah, I have already bought for this one. You should already have your domain. You should be aware of how to buy a domain and already how to have your hosting. So domain is what people search on the URL, that is www.domainname.com or .co.ke or whichever extension you're going to use. So for this one, I've already bought the domain and hosting, and I've bought these from here. This is hostkenya.co.ke. It's one of the most affordable and reliable web hosting companies in Kenya. So if you are in Kenya and you are looking to get reliable and affordable hosting, you can get one from here. So this is basically a WordPress. So this is where I came to this website, went to where it says WordPress hosting, and this is what I bought, the WP performance, and I also bought the domain and all of that. So basically, I'm just once you purchase your domain from here, just click on get started. Let me just showcase the process. Enter your domain name here, maybe host Kenya. Then you select your extension over here, click on check, then check out, do your payments, and you should get an email with a link to your cPanel with the username and password. So you should get those automatically on your email. So once you get those, then just proceed with the link and login. So for me here, I'll just go to Jose Jr. So for me, I've already bought the domain and hosting, and I've already done, this is the website coming soon page. I've already designed this. So basically on this tutorial, we're going to jump in and design the homepage. So usually since you are starting, you log into your cPanel and install your WordPress. Once you have installed your WordPress, then we are good to go. That means after you installing, you'll be able to log in. So /wp admin over here on the URL. So let's just log in, and yeah. So over here, I'm going to input the username and password that you used while installing your WordPress. So for me, I'm just going to paste mine over here. So that was my username, and there is my password. So let's just log in. So give it some time, then you get redirected to the WordPress admin dashboard. So once you are logged in here, usually my first thing is always to ensure my dashboard is clean. So just click on screen options and uncheck all the boxes over here, so that now I have a clean WordPress dashboard. The next thing is usually installing my theme and doing the site identity, which I already did. So real quick, let me just showcase you that. So if you go to appearance, then click on themes, then that's where you should be able to install your theme. For this one, I went for Hello Elementor. Yeah, for this one I went for Hello Elementor, and yeah, this is the theme I decided to use. This is Hello Elementor, and for the plugins right now, I think I only have two, which is Elementor and Elementor Pro. So those are the plugins that I will be using for this entire tutorial. So let's just delete that. So I only have Elementor Pro, and unlimited elements for Elementor, which is also an add-on plugin that adds more functionalities to Elementor. So since we already have our coming soon page, let's just check it out. We already have this page over here. Oops, sorry, since I'm logged in, so it takes me here, which okay, I'd already showcased that. So the first thing, we're going to create the header. The header is what you see on top here of each and every website, where there are these links on top here. So we are going to create the header, and for this one it's going to be quite simple, nothing difficult. So the header, for me, I use what we call the site identity, not site identity, but the theme builder. So if you come to templates, there's this part that says theme builder. I'll open that on a new tab. So this is where I'm going to design my header and my footer. So basically why I'm using the theme builder to create the header and the footer is simply because for this one, these are repeated parts of the website. They're called components. Okay, so here is where I'm going to create my header and the footer. But again, the header requires you to have these pages over here. So let's go and create our pages. So over here, I'm already on my pages tabs, so I'll delete any other pages that I have here. So I'll move to trash and apply. So for my website, I'm going to have the following pages. So the first page is the home page. So let's just add that. So just click on add page. My internet is a bit slow, so let's give it some time. So yeah, voila, here we are. So I'm just going to give it the name, which is just home for me. That will be my home page. Then I'll publish it. Then I'll add another page over here. I'm going to call it about us, or who we are. So let's call it who we are. Then publish. Okay, so the next page, let's call it services. Let's also add another page called booking. So for this one, we will have the booking functionalities here. So let's call that booking. Let's add another page that is contact us. Is there any other page I'm missing? Let's say let's add another one called gallery, so that we'll have images of the tourist attractions, since this is a tours and travel website. So yeah, so now we have our pages. If I just go back here, just click on the logo on top here. So we have our homepage, who we are, services, gallery, contact us, booking. Okay, now the next thing now is to create the menu, because basically we are not just going to pull the pages and have them here. So you have to create a menu that we are going to. So if you go to appearance, then go to menus. So for me, when this is like designing from scratch, you are not using any templates, you are not editing any templates or any themes. You are doing everything by yourself, which is the best way to go. So I'm going to call this as the main menu. You can create as many menus as you want. So if this is going to be my main menu, and I'm just going to click create. So there is my menu. So I have that. So I have to add the pages that we just created. So I'll just check on these pages over here and click on add to menu. So there we are. So now I'll have to arrange them from top to bottom. So the first page should be home, followed by who we are, followed by our services, gallery, booking, then contact us. More often than not, I usually don't like having the home page on the menu, because basically that's the page someone goes to by default, or they get redirected to by default when they what do you say, when they click on your URL. So I usually remove the home page, then I'll save my menu. So once the menu is saved over here, our menu has been updated or has been saved, as you can see. So now let's go back to now our theme builder. So let's build the header. I'll click on that. So for you to be able to use the theme builder, you must have Elementor Pro. So you need the Elementor Pro to be able to use the theme builder. So you need Elementor Pro to be able to use the theme builder. So I've already uploaded my Elementor Pro plugin, and so let's give it some time to load, because now Elementor has to load, because this is now our website builder. And as I've said earlier, I have an issue with my internet. It's a bit slow, so let's give it some time. Then we'll start building our website. We start building the header. Once we're done with the header, we jump and design the footer, and now we proceed and design the home page. So there we are. So usually this pop-up tells you if you want to use the blocks that are already here, which are like templates. For me, as I have said on this tutorial, there are no templates being used. You see, you have sample templates here that you can insert directly into your header and edit. For me, I don't do that, so I'll close this. So I have a blank, as you can see, I have a blank menu over here. Is it even menu? It's not a menu yet, it's just a blank page. Okay, so how do I go about this? So the first thing, I create a complete section. Just click on the plus sign, and I have my section. I'm going to give it a background of one of the primary colors that I have over here, which is this green. There it is. Then I'll go back to layout, and the columns gap, I'll say no gap. The height leave it to default. Vertical, make it middle. Then the next thing I'm going to add, I'm going to add an inner section, because I'll have social icons to the right and the contacts over here. That's my idea of how I'm going to arrange the menu. So I'll go to the plus sign here, add element, and I'll bring in the inner section, drop it there. Columns gap, no gap. Vertical alignment, make it middle. So I'll have one section all the way to the end over here, and this full section. So for the first section, I'm going to bring in the text editor. Click, drag it over there. So there is my text editor, and I'm going to input in the contacts. Okay, so I'll just type here, I'll type call us. Sorry about that, call us. Then let me bring in let me check where is the contact. I have it here on my other screen. So there it is. So I just input it there. Then I'll also have the email. I'll say email. So I'll just paste in the email over here. So we have something that looks like that. And the style, the text more from the note should be white. Let me try to make the color a little bit darker. So that the fonts will be more visible. Yeah, something like that. It's not among the primary colors, but I'll just use it. Then the next thing, I thought I had aligned everything center. I just feel like it's not center aligned, as you can see. So let's try and realign that. I'll go back here, structure content. I click on that section. Let's just confirm vertical alignment is middle. Let's check the inner section, it's middle. So that means let's give the main section some height. So over here, come to height and give it minimum height, and just reduce it to something like, okay, it's not making sense for me, so take it back to default. Just let's give it some top padding. Okay, so the main section, let's give it some top padding and see how it behaves. So top padding, something like that, so that these are center aligned. Let's also remove the radius and not the radius but the paddings for the text. Then over here to the right, I'll bring in the social icons. So I'll click here and type for social icons. Here they are. Click, drag and drop them over here. So I'll have circle icons. So we have Facebook, it's no longer Twitter, it's supposed to be X. Insert. I'll also insert Instagram, insert. I'll also insert WhatsApp. Insert. So those are my icons, too big. So the first thing is for the icons, I want to use the official colors. I'm going to use custom colors. I change the primary color to that green. Then the secondary color, I don't need it. Then the size, let's make them around 14. Let's reduce. Let's play with the padding, something like that. I also need a border, so I'll do a dotted border. Border width has to be 1 or something like 2. Then make the color of the borders white. Let's make the border width to 1 and let's check that is okay for me for my icons. Okay, so one thing, I don't like the background that we have used here. I feel it's not part of the primary colors and I'm already feeling like it's off. So one of the colors we have here for my brand colors is blue. Let's try and use blue and see how it's going to behave. For this one, I'm going to give it a little bit negative margin over here, just to take the icons a little bit high so that they are properly or center aligned. Now I have something like that. So now we have the top part of our header already done. So let's move into the next section. So I just click on this and create another full section. As always, no gap, and the vertical, make it middle. For the height, minimum height, but let's make it 90 pixels. Next thing is again introducing an inner section. Click and drag, paste it over there, and let's reduce the left side of this. Let me close the structure. Then I'll have my logo here and the rest of now the menu on the right. So let me just bring in my logo, click on this, then drag site logo. I'd already uploaded the site logo when doing the site identity. So there's my logo. Go to styles and let's play with the width. I don't want it to be so big, so something like that should be enough. Just a Junior Tours and Travel, that's the name of the website. And let's go back here and drag in the WordPress menu, click, drag, drop it over there. And there is our menu. So alignment center, let's go to styles, and now we need to play with the styles. Go back to the structure, the inner section, and the vertical alignment should be middle, so that we have something that looks like that. I'll click on this again. Let's go to the typography. It's bold, so let's take it to normal. Then for the text color, let's take that to our shade of green. Then let's give it some horizontal paddings so that now it is properly distributed. Okay, so let's select the main section now. Here, this is the main section. Once you select on the main section, let's give it a small shade of our primary color, which is green. So I'll click on green, that is full green. So click on this and let's take it to somewhere there. Then let's add this color as one of our global colors because we are going to need it at some point. Then the hover color is again green. So first let's remove the underline over here. When I try to hover, let me just close this. You see there's that underline, which personally I don't like it. So I'll go back here, and how to remove that, you select on the main menu, the menu over here, then go to where it says pointer and say none. So now we don't have any pointer, as you can see, because we are going to use the colors to work on that. So I'll change the color again to blue because I feel the green and the blue and the green shade would interfere with the visibility, and I think that's okay. So let's also click on the main section again, and if I scroll, I would like that header to pin at the top, the second section, not the first one. I'd like it to pin so that I have something like this. You see how that one pins? It remains at the top, the header, even when you scroll all the way down. So that's what I want to do. So I'll just go back here select on the main section, which is this second section. We are already done with the first top section. So for this second section, I'll go to advanced, then I'll go to motion effect, then stick here, sticky. I'm going to say sticky top. So when I scroll, it sticks at the top. Okay. Then another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a small divider line here at the bottom. So it's a border. So I'll go back to styles, I'll go to border, I'll say solid, but it's not the full round. As you can see, it has created a full round border. So what I'll do, I'll uncheck the border width and I'll just put 1 for the bottom. Then the color, let's say blue. Let's see if blue works. Okay. And yeah, I think that is okay. So that one, as you can see, if I scroll, it sticks at the top. Sticks at the top. So yeah, so we already, our header is already done. For what else can we do? Okay, let's add a button here at the end. So duplicate and remove the menu from here, delete. So let's just rearrange this. Now I'll have to reduce the paddings between here. So horizontal padding, take it back, something like that. I just want to add a button at the end. So add, then just look for button here, click, drag and drop it over there, so you can see. Then I'm going to what are we going to explore our what? Explore our tours. Okay, that is just from my head. I don't know where it's gonna go, but whatever, we will figure it out. Or let's call it create get tour plan. Then we are going to take it to the contact us page. On the contact us page, we'll make it in a way that someone can fill in. So someone is going to get tour plan. Maybe you don't have a plan, so you can just come here and request for. Yeah, so get tour plan. Not tours, but tour plan. You need a tour, not tours. So let's align that to the far end like that, to the right. Then do I feel like the button is too big, or that's okay? I don't know. Let's increase the size of our logo a little bit over here. Then the width a little bit. No, there. Yeah, correct. So our header is properly done. As you can see, this is now okay for me. Yeah, as you can see, when you hover, you get the green color. Then let's make it when it's the active. So on hover it's green, on active let's make it green, and voila. So our header is done, but it's not done. Why? Because we only have, when we change on top here to tablet mode, you see it breaks. Okay, so let's change this and it will only over here break. Let's make it mobile, so that now on tablet we have it looking like that. Not the best, but that can work. Now people no longer use tablets, but people use a lot of mobile phones. Okay, you understand? So for mobile, I will hide the top. Okay, so basically, as you can see, if we change this to mobile, it does not look nice. It's completely broken. So the top part, I won't have the part of the contacts on mobile, so I'm going to hide that. So you just have to click on the top section over here, then go to advanced, then go to responsive. Then over here I'm going to hide that on mobile, so it's hidden. Now let's rearrange this. Even the part for get tour plan, I'm going to hide that on mobile. So I'll click on that section. We have 3 sections now on my inner section. So we have the one that has the logo and the second one that has the menu. So I'm going to select the third one that has the button. Then I'll go all the way down to responsive and I'll hide that on mobile. Now I'm just remaining with 2 sections. Now the first section, I'm going to make it 60%. And then the second section, I'm going to make it 40%. So what that basically does, it puts the 2 sections side by side. Okay, I can even make the first section more bigger, like 80%. Then The second section, I'll make it 20%. So basically, for it to fit side by side, the two sections should add up to 100. Okay, so I made that 80, so this one should be automatically 20. So I have this and this. So my logo is already positioned. Let's try and style now the toggler. This one's the one that someone presses and the menu populates. Okay, so I click on that toggler and let's style it. I like a toggler button. So the background, let's make it green, and the color, let's make it white. Then the radius, let's make it full round, so something like above 50. It will make this thing round. So let's make also a border width. I don't know what I'm going to use for the border color. I don't even have the option for the border color, but okay, whatever it is. I don't have an option for border color. I don't know why. The size, let's make it 22 and or 25. Yeah, 25 is okay. Now if I click on this, you see it's not visible. It's in some way like cropped in a way. So what causes that? You just have to click on that menu, go to where it says content here, and make it full width. So I'll click on full width, and as you can see, it's already back and full. Then let's go back. Now what we want to style is not the toggler, but now the drop down, because now if you click on this, you get a drop down. So that's what we want to style. So go to the style tab, click on drop down, and for the background, we are going to use that shed, this small shed that we used earlier on the header. So I'm going to click on that. It's already, as you can see. Then the text color, let's make those menus blue, and we see how it's gonna look. Click on that. Okay, for the hover background, green. Then the text over should be white. For the active one, also green, and the text color should be white, so that we have something that looks like that. I think we should maintain the normal color to green. Yeah, if you ask me, I think it looks more better that way. So let's check. Okay, then as you can see, I think it's too close to the logo. As you can see, if I hover here, my logo is a bit cropped. So how do I do that? You just go down on the style tab again to where it says distance. So just increase your distance to where it's supposed to begin, something like that. Then again, I would like to have some vertical padding for my something like that. No, I don't need a box shadow, so remove that. I'll also need what else? Border type solid. No, that's not the border I want, so none. I want a divider. So where is it? Here it is, divider. I'll switch that on. Solid width, let's make it 1. I don't know why it's not coming. What's the color? Blue. So there's a way you just create a divider here. I don't know why it's not responding. Let's just try that again. Let's take it to full and try and input the divider from here. The divider is on, it's solid, the width. Oh, what kind of divider is this? Okay, let's increase the height. Okay, correct. There it is. So that's my divider. Let's make it a little bit the green. Let's increase the width to 2. Yeah, so there we go. So my divider is done. Let's try and check that divider on mobile. Now I don't know why it's behaving this way. How can I have that divider working properly on mobile? I want to create some lines here just to divide the menus. My divider is on. Why vertical padding, horizontal? Okay, it's the drop down, sorry. So border type is supposed to be solid, and let's give the color, which is border width. There we go. Voila, let's make it 1. And for this one, I need not very, so I need it a little bit not very visible. Yeah, there we go. So let's just minimize this and see how it looks. So that is how our menu will look, as you can see. So I would like some space between the menu here, so that you're able to differentiate between the header and the main and the drop down. So let's just increase this a little bit over there. So let's check and see. Still not getting what I want. Minimize this. Okay, now that's too big. Let's take it back. There we go. Yeah, so now there's this line that differentiates the header and the drop down. Okay, so that is done. So we are done with our header. When you go to mobile view, it's perfect. When you go to tablet view, it's perfect. When you go to mobile view, it's perfect. So our header is done, and voila. So the header is done. So let's go back to our theme builder. So you have to publish this. When we're publishing, it's going to ask you, where do you want to display the template? Because now, as I told you, the theme builder enables you to create templates. Okay, so basically I'm going to add a condition, and I want the header to be everywhere in the entire website. Okay, so here you're just going to choose entire site, include this header, like include the header in the entire site or on the entire website. So let's save, and our header is done. Our header is done. So let's jump in and create the footer. Okay, so how should our footer look like? I don't know. We're going to design it with you guys. So let's go back to our theme builder. Okay, we don't have it here, so just have to click on the Elementor logo on top here. Then theme builder is here. I'm going to right click. Oops, I can't right click, man. Okay, just click on theme builder. So it will take me to theme builder, and here we are. So add new, and if you go to header, this is the header we just created. But if you go to footer, no templates found. So let's add new. Let's add a new footer and design it and see. So as the header, how it gave you this pop-up when we were creating. These are like the templates where you can choose one and add it. So for us, we're not using any template. Okay, so I'm just going to close this. As I said, we are designing everything from scratch. Everything. This is a WordPress website, but we are not using templates. Okay, the normal way that people do, they use templates. No, for us, we should have the privilege to edit and do everything by ourselves. Okay, so first thing, create a full section. So as you can see now, our header is already there, but now we are designing the footer below here. Then we'll have this is the content area. At the center will be the content area, then below is at the top is the header, the bottom is the footer. Hope we are clear. So for the footer, I'm going to have it full green, our green over here. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to go to layout, style, sorry. Then I'll go to background type, classic, color, that green, and voila. Then I'm going to have I'm going to have how many columns? I'm going to have 4 columns. Okay, the first column that will hold the logo and some description. The second column will have our top destinations. The third column will have our quick links, and the last column will have contact us. So let's do that. So to have those 4 columns, I'm just going to go to inner section, and I'm going to add it here. Click and just drag it, and we have it. So we already have 2. By default, the inner section comes with 2. So let's duplicate this. Oh fuck, I deleted. Sorry. Duplicate, and duplicate. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sections. Okay, so let's input content. So the first section will have the logo, then a small description. So over here, site logo, drag, drop it. Okay, there it is. But now the background is green and our logo has green. That is bad. So delete the logo. Let's bring in an image. I hope I have the other logo. That's why you should have several logo versions for when designing a website. Okay, so for me, I have this other logo here that would work on. Oops, is that the logo? Who is it? I don't have it. So I need a logo that has maybe blue and the green is white. Okay, so since I have this logo that would work on blue, so let's change the main section, because now I don't want to go and start designing the new logo or changing colors to the logo. Yeah, let's make, yeah, let's okay, I don't like it, the blue, I like the green, because already we have okay, but let's use the blue, man. The primary color here is green, but let's use the blue too, no worries. Or okay, it won't take a lot of my time to change that, so let me just recreate the logo quick first, so because I already have the original files over here, so that is something that it's just changing the colors. So I'll open this in Illustrator. Here's my Illustrator. So this is the main logo. I'll make a copy, and we are going to change the green to white. Okay, so learn group, and I'm going to change that to white, and that's it. That's all. So file, export selection, should be a PNG, and voila, export. Yeah, so here is the logo we need. So let's just go back. Forget about Illustrator. This tutorial is not about Illustrator. Okay, so over here, let's Control Z. Yeah, correct. So let's change this. Click on the logo, go to upload. It's an image now, it's not the site logo. Select, then go to where your logo is. For me, this is the logo I want to upload. Double click, and there it's uploaded. Then select. So let's see how it's gonna look. And yeah, correct, that's what I wanted. Then below it, we're going to have a small description. So just click on add element, then go to text editor, click drag and drop it there. As you can see, there are two, this one and this one, so delete the other one. So I just have one. Then I'm just going to input there a small description. So let's get one from here. Oh, that's too big, man. Let me try to remove from here. Yeah, that should be enough, man. Yeah, so it's your go-to tour company based in Malindi, Kenya. We offer tailored-made travel experience that showcases the beauty of Kenya, most sought after destinations. Okay, it is what it is. It's English language. So let's change that to white, and the first section is done, but let's give it some paddings. So I'm going to uncheck my paddings, and I'm going to give it top padding of 50 and the bottom padding of 50. So we have that, and it's done. Okay. So what is next? Next here we said we are going to bring in what? We're going to bring in our top destinations. So I'm going to have the header, drop it there. Oops. Okay, I don't like that font. Let's use the secondary, then it's Open Sans, then let's make it semi-bold. Then I'll come here, right here, I'll go, okay, typography. I'm going to change this. I'm going to transform, to uppercase. Yeah. Then the other thing I'm going to change is the size. I'm going to make it 20. Let's make it bold, something like that. Change the color to white. And there it is. Now we're going to have a list. So let me just search here, list, and this is what I'm going to use. Oops, so delete this. Sometimes they just duplicate themselves, so just delete one. So I'm going to delete all of these. Then let's just give it the text. Let's make it white so that we can see. Then I'm going to remove the icon. For this one I want to use the icon. Okay, so just delete it. Then now let's input in our destinations. So that's our first destination. Then you just click on this to duplicate. So this is our second destination. So we have those destinations, so let's increase the distance between them. So you just play with this, and we have our top destinations. They are done. So let me try and change this here and see if it's going to be a little bit shorter. Yeah, that is okay. So we have our top destination. The next one we said is, let's duplicate this, and it's going to have the quick links. So our quick links is basically the menu. So let's just drag our WordPress menu here. And the menu should be in vertical manner. So just go to where it says horizontal and make it vertical. Then go to where it says breakpoint and make it none. Then let's change the typography of this is different from this. So let's change this. We used supposed to be secondary, not secondary but text. It should be the same as this, yeah. And let's change the color to white. Then let's reduce the vertical padding over here. So there we go. And the last one we said is going to be, let's duplicate this, is going to be contact us. So let's bring in so I'll have a heading tag here. So just click on the add element, then a heading tag, drag, drop it there, and I'm just going to paste visitors at Malindi. So the company is based in Malindi. So then I'm going to change again the typography to secondary. Then I'm going to make it semi-bold. And I'm going to make the font something like that. Change the color to white. Then I'm going to have it, I'm going to give it a breakpoint here. So I'm just going to use an HTML tag, which is BR. Okay, so I just to break it so that it goes to the next line. Something. Then I go to typography. Then I'll increase the line height a little bit, like that. Yeah. The typography, maybe make it 24. Yeah, I want that to be more visible so that people when come to the footer they're able to just see, okay, this is Malindi. Then now we are going to have another icon list. So let's just duplicate this, drag the copy here, then let's delete the items. Now for this icon list, okay, there's an issue here. When it's hovered, the color changes to green, hence it's not visible. So let's go back here. So on hover, let's maintain that to green, and we don't have a pointer here so that nothing changes. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, let's copy this and paste the styles here. Now I'm going to delete all these and we're going to replace them, the items. Oh, this is the menu, sorry, delete. You can't edit that. I want this icon list here, so duplicate. I'll copy this and bring it here. Then I'll delete all these. I'll remain with one. So the first one is the phone. So I need a phone icon or a call icon like this, insert. Then I'm going to have the phone number there. So yeah, something like that. So the same thing for the email. So just make a copy of this. I'll paste in here the email. So for the email here, you're just going to search for envelope. There we go. So I'm also going to introduce a breakpoint so that we have the phone as the heading, then the phone number goes below it. So just going to introduce a breakpoint there. So the same thing, I'm going to introduce a breakpoint after the word email over here. So just add the tags and you add the BR. Then let's increase the size of the font. Can add a divider. Not the font but the icon. Let's make it 25. Then can the icon be round? Okay, this is not an icon box, so it won't work. Icon size gap. What is the gap? Okay, that's the gap. Okay, still let's make this okay, let's make the icons blue just to break the monotony. There we go. So I feel this description is, I don't know what we're going to add here. I need a small description here. It's supposed to be like one statement about description. So let me see what I'm going to add there. Okay, so I have this, yeah. Unforgettable tailor-made adventures in Malindi. Yeah. Then let's reduce this. This is like the vertical height here. Voila. So there we go. As you can see, our footer is taking shape. Our header is already done. Now the last thing is adding the last part of the footer, which is usually below here. So I'll just add a full section, then I'll add an inner. Do I need an inner section? Maybe yes, maybe no. So let me just add it and we'll see. So we can also have the icons at the bottom, but for this one I'm going to have a dark color for the background just to break the monotony. Oops, not that. It should be the main section. So let's just go to the structure top here and click the main section and give it a background of, it should be blue but dark blue. So I'll click on that, then I'll just get a shade of dark blue, something like that. Then let's bring in let's just duplicate this, then drag it and drop it here. Then what we are going to do, we're going to say it's 2025. Let me bring in the brand name. Where is it? So for this one, we are going to add the symbol there. So it's the copyright symbol 2025, that is the year, just a junior tours and travel. Then I'm going to use at the end here I'm going to have the pipe symbol. and I'm going to say all rights reserved, and voila, and voila. So what is the font size? I feel it's a bit big. Font size, make it 16. Okay, it's okay. Let's make it down to like 14. Or okay, I'll also give it a little bit of top padding. Then okay, let's check the inner section if it is center aligned at the center. So click on, this is the inner section, go to the layout and vertical middle. Yeah, that's what it should be. Then let's duplicate this, and I'm going to have here the website designed by. So I'm going to align this to the, not justify, but to the right. Then I'm going to have website designed by here, content. Then I'm just going to bring in that website design by Masha Creatives. Yeah. So for this pipe, I'll also add terms and conditions. Apply. So I think our footer is done, properly done. Basically, personally, I love it. Looks okay. The font size here, I don't know, this is, let's make it 14. I think they are a bit too big, so I'll just play with the typography and make the font size 14. Okay, for the contacts, no, let's just maintain what was there. No, what did I just do? I made a mistake here. Okay, I'll have to style this again, man. This was, it's the menu, so secondary, yeah. Let's just maintain 16. I think 16 is just fine. Yeah. So voila, our footer is done, man. There is nothing much to be done here. So let's see how it looks when we go to tablet mode. It doesn't look great, it doesn't look nice. But still, this can work for tablet mode. So let's check for mobile. And for mobile is already okay. I'll need some padding here to the left so that to align with this. So I just click on this and just go to advanced and check the padding and give it some left padding so that it's aligned with the menu down here, and my contacts are okay. And for this one, let's just alignment, make it center, and voila. Then let's publish that. Same thing, add condition, ensure it just maintain as it is entire site, and save and close. So we are done with the header and the footer. So let's just take that back. So on mobile view, that will be our header like that. If you go down to the footer, that will be our footer. Okay, for tablet view, that's how it's going to look, and for desktop or laptops, this is how it's going to look. So our content will be at the center here. So we are done with the footer, and the header. So let's meet on the next one, where now we start building the homepage. This is Masha Creatives. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and let's meet on the next one. Peace.